गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। सुप्रभातम। As mentioned yesterday, we will start with chanting the whole thing once and then we will continue our explanation. I hope you have the text with you. रावनुरथी बिरथ रघुबीरा देखि विभीषण भय अधीरा अधिक प्रीति मन भा संदेहा बंदी चरण कह सहित सनेहा नाथ नरथ नहीं तन पद त्राना केहि विधि जितब वीर बलवाना सुनहु सखा कह कृपा निधाना जेहि जय होई सो स्यंदन आना सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाका सत्यशील दृढ़ ध्वजा पताका बल विवेक परहित घोरे क्षमा कृपा समतार जुजोरे ईस भजनु सारथी सुजाना बिरति चर्म संतोष कृपाना दान पर सुबुद्धि शक्ति प्रचंडा बर विज्ञान कठिन को दंडा अमल अचल मन त्रोन समाना समझ मनियम सिली मुख नाना कवच अभेद विप्रगुर पूजा यही सम विजय उपायन दूजा सखा धर्ममय असथ जाके जितब कहन कतहु रिपुता के महा अजय संसार रिपु जीति सकै सो वीर जाके असरथ होई दृढ़ सुनहु सखामति धीर सुनि प्रभु बचन विभीषण हर्षि गहे पद कंज एहि मिसि मोहि उपदेसहु राम कृपा सुख कुंज सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. Yesterday we began with Vibhishan ji getting a little anxious, looking at as though unprepared Ramchandra ji and looking at as though well prepared Ravana. And he expresses out of love, out of concern, like probably any person who loves so much will take care of the beloved. He cares for Ramchandra ji and he says, Bhagavan, I know you are the Bhagavan. Like how many people say, I know you are capable of, but this but with the 3 dots makes all the difference. It expresses as though there is no confidence. In the sense, Ravana, Vibhishanji knows Ravana so well about his prowess, which actually makes him anxious with the current situation. And then find Ramchandraji says, Jahi Jaya ho iso Syandana ana. That Syandana, the chariot, is completely different. Sakha Sunu. The Vijaya Ratha is completely different. What Ravana has got is a Yuddha Ratha. Yuddha Ratha does not confirm victory. Yuddha Ratha might have all kinds of Astra Shastra, but it does not confirm victory. That way, if you see, all the generals of Ravana's army has got Ratha of their own. Is it not? But does that ensure victory? No. But Bhagavan says, Jaya Hoi, victory will happen when we have this kind of Ratha, which is completely different. Sandana Ana. And then he now describes what is that Ratha which he has not appearing for others' eyes, but a strength for oneself. Sauraj Dhiraj Tehi Ratha Chaka. Chaka means wheels. The Ratha which Ramchandra has got 2 wheels, and what are the wheels? The first one is Sauraj. Sauraj means Shauryam. In Sanskrit, when you say, it is Shauryam. And what is Shauryam? Shauryam is that expression of courage and strength when one faces challenges and adversities. This Shauryam comes out of 2 very important things. One is our surrender at the feet of the Lord, primarily. And second, our being equipped with the knowledge of that particular field of activity. These are the 2 important factors that gives us that Shauryam, that courage, that valor to face the enemy, to face the challenge, to face the conditions and situations. This applies not only to the war field, it applies everywhere. We must have that courage, we must have that strength to face when we say life throws challenges every moment. We saw on the first day onwards. Everything is a challenge. In fact, challenge when we say it need not be always a very big thing. Even small things it can be a challenge. For a little kid, baby, even walking is a challenge. Is it not? The father, the mother holds the kid's hands on both sides and then they say, come, step, walk. Now the father and mother, if they say, okay, you walk, and they are scared, oh, the child will fall, I will carry the child, I will not allow the child to walk. Well, the child does not know what if it falls, it will get hurt. Like that, if the father and mother protect the child, then the child will never learn walking. And they cannot lift the child when the child is growing, isn't it? One has to face the challenge, and from that time onwards, the child is held and the child is taught, trained to walk. And after some time, they will leave the child. Let the child fall. 2-3 times it fall. Think. A boy who is going out to learn cycling, invariably everybody find a light post or somebody to go and dash. Isn't it? While learning, one has to face those things. But that is how learning takes place. In the fear of a disaster in future, if one does not put forward this step, where is the question of success? Think. One has to put forth, one may have to fall, doesn't matter. That will become a greater learning. As the saying goes, a grand failure is better than a mediocre success. I give my complete to face that challenge. In case I fall, doesn't matter. Why? I have faced it. I have faced the challenge and I have got a beautiful experience. I have got an exposure. I have got a knowledge. I have got a know-how. In this way, there is an opportunity to fail. Therefore, having a first-hand experience, I will not attempt that way. I will try again. That is how we learn. Therefore, basic stuff itself requires so much of courage. Cooking. I remember my own experimenting. When I was posted in a particular place, nobody around. We have to try something. So called up my mother. Amma. Always mother is available, you see. Amma, what do I do? She said, prepare upma. So I put uppu and mav. Even dogs cannot eat. But that is how we start. Is it not? Slowly. In fact, after that, for some time, I did not cook. Scary. I was afraid of cooking because of that taste. But later, a wonderful person who was at that time 92 years old came to our ashram. We were wondering what to do for lunch. He said, Swamiji, what is this? Learn cooking. Come, I will teach you. He was 92 years old. At Hubli. One very wonderful person called S.G. Deshpande. Amazing person. He came and he taught us to make rasam and how to keep a cooker. That is how I learned. Today, I may not be an extremely beautiful, wonderful cook, but I can definitely say, think, everyone experiments, everyone slips, everyone falls, but I must have the courage to wake up again and march ahead. Only then success is possible. There are some people who are called Arambashuraha. What do you mean by Arambashuraha? They start everything, but then fearing some fall, fearing some failure, they just leave it in between. How many amongst you might have started learning driving, going to driving class? Once the car meets some other object, that's it. Oh, no. Why? Car had got a dent. You had to spend. And the husband says, no. You are more important. You go by taxi, I will pay. You don't learn. Then we will never learn. Is it not? Many people won't go to karate classes. Why? The opponent might hit me. I am not trained. Think. Like that, if you see, we will not be able to learn anything. We will not reach anywhere. Therefore, if for small things also we require that courage, very many people don't go to study higher stuff. Why? Ayyappa. Already 5 plus 12, 17, 15, 17 years to come up to the PUC level itself is such a task. Me, degree, only my inner degree will go up. Outer degree will not come. I will not. Think. Everything you call any field of activity, the courage to face the challenge and the failure. Both are equally required. Without courage, one cannot step forward. Now, the second part of understanding Shaurya is, what is Shaurya? Fearlessness. This is a very, very beautiful thought. Please be attentive. Fear comes only when we are attached to anything. Think. The mother is attached to the child. Therefore, she fears the child might fall. The father is attached to the son. He fears, what if the son takes my bike and goes and meets with an accident? Don't touch. Why? Not because of the son meeting with an accident. He is afraid what will happen to the son, not to the bike. Think. There are people, initial stages only, there are people who fear getting married. Why? What will happen if that husband becomes a Rakshasa and treats me badly? I don't want. I am happy with my parents. Then that girl will never be able to face the challenge of life. At every stage, I don't want to start a factory. What if it runs on loss? Where will I get money to fill up that loss, leave alone gaining the profit later? Think. Any field of activity, fear only when I am attached to either the object or the result. As long as there is attachment, fear is applied free. Think. Bhartrahari in his Vairagya Shatakam very beautifully says, Vairagyam eva abhayam. Vairagyam eva abhayam. When I am no more attached to anything, then where is the question of fear? Think. A student wants to appear in a MBBS examination. Very many elders advise that person. How? Go peacefully. Don't get tensed. with a calm and quiet mind, face the exam properly. Everybody has gone through it earlier. Therefore, they advise. Two reasons. One, they have gone through earlier. Two, they are sure they are not going to write the exam now. Think. When the youth goes and writes the exam, he is afraid of the exam. Why? Not because of the questions in the question paper, it is the fear of failure. One, or in another way of saying, attachment to result. Every fear has the foundation of attachment. Think. The one who is completely unattached meaning what? We have to be very clear in this particular word. If you are not clear about this thought, then you can misunderstand and it can misfire. Attachment is that dependency factor because of which there is fear. Dependency factor meaning what? I am dependent upon this particular success, let us say. I am dependent upon this particular result. Because of the attachment to that result or that particular person or that particular thing in life, I want to protect that particular thing or that particular person or that particular situation. I want to protect. Why? Because what if I lose? This dependency on that particular thing or on that particular person or that particular condition, this particular situation, the dependency factor is throwing us a challenge of what if I lose? So what? This so what is a very beautiful mantra. We had in our batch, we had one very wonderful Acharya, student, when we were students. Unfortunately, he is no more now. Anything we ask, you say, so what? What a mantra! What a mantra! When you say, so what, that means I am ready to face. That doesn't mean that I don't care for the result. There are two different things. In case it is a failure, so what? Again, think. Robert Clive, 13 times he tried. Is it not? We learn in our childhood stories. 13 times and 14 times he was successful. Therefore, trying means attempting to succeed is not a mistake. Accepting the result is having strength to face the challenge. The problem we have is we don't accept the result other than what we are attached to. Think. It starts from very, very small petty things like called a coffee early morning. If the proportion is not good, then drinking that little coffee which was given to me without that proportion is a task. There are some people who see the wife goes inside, quietly pour it out also. Why? Can't drink. Why? Dependency. I am dependent on that particular taste, this particular warmth of the coffee. After all, some people drink only little coffee. If it is not warm, they send it back to get it warmer and then bring back to drink. See how dependent we are on smaller factors, and that expands even in bigger aspects of life where I am so dependent, otherwise so attached. Wherever, now this equation is very clear. A plus B is equal to C. Attachment plus fear, what is it? Product plus attachment is equal to fear. Product can be thing or being. Product plus attachment is equal to fear. You cannot get of it. So what is the look at it now? Fear equals product plus attachment. Next derivation. Fear minus attachment is product. Enjoy it. Think. The creation is so beautiful. The products are so beautiful. Bhagavan has given us the intelligence to judiciously, rightfully, righteously enjoy these products. But where does the problem come? Problem comes when I am attached to the product and I am afraid of losing that product. Guaranteed you will lose it. Why? Nothing remains in life. Is it not? If I am not courageous enough to face that situation where I might lose the product, so what? Once I am sure that I might lose it, okay, so what? If this is not there, another is there. If nothing is there, so what? I still remain happy. I can be happy. Not because of anything, in spite of everything. Think? Therefore, attachment and dependency will definitely give me fear of losing. When Sri Ramchandraji says, Sauraj Shauryam, it is the ability, the courage, the strength to face every challenge with a clear understanding. Nothing will happen if I lose that. When clarity is there, that much of my quantity, the units of my thinking ability which has been drained out by the fear is also available for me to work towards it. When I am ekagrata chintana, with one pointedness, when I thus function, how can I ever lose it? The mental capacity is available, the ability I have, the focus is there, that increases efficiency. Remember the fifth point in moksha. What is that? Dakshata praptihi. What is dakshata? Efficiency. Very beautifully Param Pujya Gurudev makes a statement. Explains. Efficiency is the capacity to bring proficiency into expression. What a beautiful statement. Efficiency is the capacity to bring proficiency into expression. Where is it that we get drained out? Where is it that I am unable to express my efficiency? Only when there is a hole of attachment. Wherever there is a hole of attachment, whatever beautiful things you might pour in a beautiful pot, there is a very small hole, no doubt. But you pour the best milk in that, still all of them will be drained out. This hole is our attachment. attachment. And every attachment will drain away all our strength, capacities, our abilities. When all those strength is drained out, I will not have strength to look forward. Therefore, Ramchandraji says, Sauraj is one wheel of the chariot which I have. The second wheel is Dheeraj. What is Dheeraj? Dhairyam, fortitude. This fortitude is another wonderful value. Sauraj and Dheeraj are the main two values that take us forward. Therefore, they are called as chaka, wheels. Without wheels, whatever the chariot may be, the chariot will stagnate. It cannot move. Therefore, that which takes the chariot forward is strength of or the valor to face the external challenges. Dheeraj is strength, valor to face the internal challenges. More often than not, external challenges are, those which can be faced. How do we say so? The external challenges what I face is also challenges posed by similar entities who also have got their own limitations. If I can fight and win a particular, challenge, the one who poses the challenge is also capable of fighting and winning over. Who wins depends upon the capacity and preparations. If Vibhishanji thinks Ravana is prepared well, he has got dependency on the external equipments. Whereas Ramchandraji also has a bow and arrow, no doubt, but his strength is more from within. This inner strength to face the challenges, not only outer challenges, but also inner challenges. Now see, in any mantra you chant, at the end what do we say? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 3 times Shanti. Why 3 times Shanti? Adhidaivika, Adhibhautika, Adhyatmika Tapa. Adhidaivika Tapa, that troubles, that situations which I have no control. A calamity, drought, floods, earthquake. Corona is adhibhautika. It was created. That can be stopped with some intelligent way of living by people. Isn't it? That is adhibhautika. So adhidhaivika, adhibhautika, third one is there. That is the most troublesome. The other two are possible. The third one, Adhyatmika Tapa. What is that? Troubles coming from my own within. The troubles that the mind poses. Causes also. Why only poses? Most of the troubles in life, frankly speaking, most of the troubles are Adhyatmika Tapa only. Now see, Adhidaivika tapa, nobody can do anything. Accept and face. Do what is to be done. That everybody has to do. Shaurya, a person with valor, a person without valor faces the same thing. The one without acceptance will sit in a corner and go on crying. Whereas a person who has equipped himself to face a challenge will stand up and work and also serve others. Let alone his own thing. He can even serve others. Think. Therefore, major issue comes when I am not able to face the challenges coming from within. Right? I want to study for an exam. That is the time the mind will never cooperate. Think. I want to face something at home. I want to see something at home. We want to focus on certain things. Mind will never cooperate. Then people come to Swamiji's. Swamiji, we have this problem. We are unable to. Mind is so chanchala. Mind is chanchala. That is the very nature of mind. All the time there are only problems. Let us say the Acharya advised, do one thing, early morning. Early morning means not 8 o'clock. Early morning. Early morning is considered to be before sunrise. Frankly speaking, the moment sun rises, it is no more early morning. Technically speaking. Before sunrise, early morning, get up, sit quietly. Take Nama Japa. Om Namah Shivaya. 108 times you sit down and chant Nama Japa. Meditation is far away. We will keep it away. Chant 108 times Om Namah Shivaya. 108 times, Swamiji. First problem. Think. Gayatri Japa. When the Upanayana takes place, the Vatu has to do 108 Gayatri. Then what? Discount. 108 times becomes 54 times. 54 times becomes 27 times. 27 times is 11 times. Finally, occasionally. Think. In Hanuman Chalisa. Jo sat bar paठ कर कोई छूट ही बंद महास कहोई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा हो यह सिद्धि साकी गौरी सा. What a beautiful statement, shloka. Jo sat bar 100 times. 100 times. Then what do? We put one line in between. Jo sat bar. Sat bar became sat bar. Think. Compromise. When we compromise in life, that compromising is always at a cost. Now see, fortitude is that capacity to have strength and face the challenges that come from within. When I said for Nama Japa 108 times and I have to chant Om Namah Shivaya, that 108 times until I complete, no other thought. Think. Do you think it is not possible? It is possible. Focusing the mind is definitely possible for every single being. The only thing is, I focus where I want to focus. I am not able to focus where I am ought to focus. Think. IPL cricket match. The father will never come and say, hey, IPL cricket match, focus. Quarterfinals is starting now. Playoffs are starting. Sit straight. Focus. No. Even if he is lying down on the ground, focus will be there. But for studying, I have to sit straight. then I have to focus, then I should not switch on the TV, my mobile should be kept away. So many external paraphernalia preparations I have to do for what? For my mind to focus, and in spite of all that, mind will never focus. Why will it not focus? Because it has never focused. Think. In the classroom, and the lecturer is teaching, that time I am supposed to focus and I won't focus. Why? I am busy mentally. Where does the mind go? Towards the object of desires. And at that time, I did not have the strength to stand by my mind and say, shut up. Think. I was also weak to allow the mind to go. And then when I say, I want to study, I am not able to focus. Swamiji, who can help us? Think. Therefore, the inner strength is that when there are challenges, I must have the ability, I must have the capacity, I must have the courage, I must have the strength to say no to all that which will distract me and focus. When I am practiced, when I am trained, when my mind is tamed, when I have the efficiency, then focusing is no more a task, it is my everyday affair. In the classroom, out of 65 students, 4 or 5 are always at the top. Why? They have developed the ability, the capacity, the inner strength, the inner courage to say no for the mind's whims and fancies, and they focus. Therefore, even though they may not study for a longer period of time, they are very successful. Why? How? Dhiraja. Think. Similarly is a war. In a war, there are always certain failures, certain pits and falls. One has to face it. Think. With courage, valor to face the external challenges, and courage and valor to face my inner challenges, with these two challenges well knit, well bolted. And they should not be weak, like the wheel in the car. If that nut and bolt is not tightened properly, the wheel will remove and go, will get out of the car itself, isn't it? It will move out of the axle, it will fall down. We might meet with an accident. Think. When the wheels are well tightened with the bolts and nuts of Sauraj and Dhiraj. Fearlessness and fortitude. What is fortitude? Perseverance in any field of activity in spite of failures. That dhairya to face the challenge again must be there within. Think. Fearlessness and fortitude. Without this, one cannot reach anywhere. Therefore, Ramchandraji says, the wheels that I have in my chariot are fearlessness. I am not afraid of Ravana, even though he has the chariot, even though he has so many missiles or whatever he might have, the arrows and astra, shastra, whatever he might have all that. But I am fearless, whereas Ravana is afraid. Think. I have the courage to face my inner challenge. He is afraid of his own inner challenges. Think. We will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.